Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi LiveNoding. In this episode, I'm going to be covering some of the basics of SVerchok nodes. So we're going to go back to the basic again, but there are some of actually really interesting hidden features that SVerchok have. So let's get started. So SVerchok basic. So let's say you want to have a capsule. So you type in capsule. Okay, we don't have capsule apparently, but we actually have rounded box, right? So rounded box is actually like a capsule, and it should actually says capsule at some point if you want to create capsule. So yeah, you can quickly turn it into capsule in any of the axes. And if you look at this node, and you can actually have multiple variations of this primitive. So maybe this can be called capsule. And SVerchok actually have a couple of things. You can save this as presets, for example. So if you want to have an actual capsule, for example, capsule in the x-axis. So let's just do it like this. You can save node presets and call it capsule y. That's it, because it's in the y-axis, and you can have it in the x-axis like this, and save this node as capsule x. So if we reload it, you can have variations of the same nodes. So you can go to rounded box and then reload the presets, capsule x, capsule y, capsule. So that's the one that I saved earlier. So 3 different presets. So that's one. You can save presets. That's one example. And the second example, if you can actually right click in SVerchok nodes, within the SVerchok nodes, you can right click, drag to whatever, and then release. So there are actually right click menu for SVerchok. This can also be handy. So for example, select this node, right click, move to the side, and then connect to viewer draw. That's gonna create the viewer draw for you. The next thing I want to show you, you can also save this on Git, on GitHub. So you can, let me show you. It's almost like hidden. You can import or you can export to Git very quickly. And this is actually something that you need to set up from preference. Basically, you need to have a GitHub account, and then you connect it using your specific key. So it's gonna be saved into your GitHub. So this is how it looks as JSON. So whenever you need to recreate the node tree, you can just reload it. Let me give you something more interesting. Like if you use icosphere, plug this into the matrix. Okay, not very interesting. How about plug this into matrix normal and put it like this, and scale the icosphere. Okay, this is a little bit more interesting. Okay, how about that? So this simple node, select all of them, export to Git, save it as maybe, what do we call it? Capsule flower. Select all, export to Git. Actually, this is gonna save the whole node tree into the clipboard, and also it's already online. You need to have internet connection for this. So whenever you need it, you just copy from here and file, new, general, and then you open up SVerchok, new node, import from gist link, right? So it's gonna recreate the node for you. And also on top of that, if you saw my older video tutorial, you can have it here as preset as well. This one is similar to this gist saving, except that it's gonna save it locally on your hard drive. So I can try some of my older, like this barbell, for example. This barbell can be used for wheels. So in the future, I'm gonna show you how to put some of the modular part together into one piece. So I have this, some of the node, I might need to properly name it so it doesn't overlap. You can have random boxes, right? Random boxes. Okay, something like that. You can plug this there. So it's quite flexible already with SVerchok. Even if you don't know every nodes and you don't know everything, it's pretty powerful. What is this? Okay, my head is apparently broken. How about this? Poop. Okay, poop works. So this one is my older node tree. So I'm gonna probably create my own presets there. So those are some of the SVerchok kind of hidden feature. Yeah, including a lot of things like number range, for example. This one, something that you can create very quickly and just type it. Number range, let's see, if you have a torus, SVerchok is actually super cool in this case. Just this is like, of course, multiple value. If you control right click, you can have this stethoscope. It's showing you the number of the data, and you can plug this into major radius, for example, and you can have this very quickly. You can see how dynamic SVerchok is. And if you don't use the temporal viewer, if you want the actual object, remember you can always use viewer bmesh. So this is something that if I were to write a books about SVerchok, I mean it's not gonna be advanced, probably gonna be for beginners to intermediate. It should be like enough for you to get started with SVerchok, and yeah, and you can have a lot of fun even if you know only the basics. It's actually pretty powerful system for Blender, and it's not that scary. It's actually, it has more benefits than if you say, okay, you said to yourself, okay, I don't know how to code and it's super scary to make something like this. It's actually not, it's not that scary. It's once you understand all these basic concepts, you can go really far, and then once you get on that level, you can learn coding and all other things that's actually more complex, and then you can use SVerchok with it. It's gonna be more powerful. So I'm probably more likely stuck in the intermediate level, I guess. But at this point, I really want to make more useful nodes. So anyway, that's pretty much a quick look into SVerchok basics and some of the hidden feature like saving presets for the nodes, saving the node tree, and saving the node tree to the gist. Yeah, so there you go. Hopefully you find this useful. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Bye.